Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lifestyle Show here. As usual, we'll bring you basketball discussion. I still your girl and host, EJ. Thank you all very much for the consistent follow-up. If you haven't followed the Lifestyle playlist, please do follow us on New World TV YouTube. Continue liking, subscribing, and keep sharing. We love you guys so very much. Now, agriculture over the years has proved to be a lasting, sustainable development in our country, or should I say in West Africa as a whole. It is something that it has become something that has helped, in terms of poverty alleviation. But very many of us, especially we, the, new generation, we do not buy it. We have constantly dragged it down, with the notion that it's a job for, illiterates, or jobs for people that are not well educated. Of course, that's the same word as illiterate. So today we'll be looking at a very interesting topic. To cover this explanation, AgriLife, rediscovering agriculture in a way, as a way of living. That is the topic we'll be looking at today. And with me in the studio are two lovely people, actually gentlemen, that are into the field itself. They'll be helping us discuss this, helping us have a better understanding of what this topic is about. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's very nice to have you in the studio today.
Nice seeing you.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
So, I'm AgriLife,
Okay.
Daniel, founder of Nukusune Group,
All right, sir.
an innovative web application set to revolutionize the agriculture commerce in Togo.
Thank you very much, sir, for coming, okay? All right. And then we have Mr. Please help me introduce yourself.
Selom Olimpio.
Exactly. I was thinking, I'm so sorry.
Can you forget? How can you forget my name?
I'm
AJ?
so sorry. My bad. Okay. Mr. Selom, how are you?
I'm doing good.
What do you do?
I'm a banker,
Okay.
but I'm also a farmer.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. At least we know him as a farmer. This banker own, I did not include it inside. You get?
It was a surprise.
Exactly. All right. So without further ado, let's dive right into the discussion protos, so we don't want waste much time. Now, Mr. Daniel.
Yeah.
When did we? I want to understand. Topics like this are very sensitive. Okay. So I want to get. When did we start seeing agriculture as just farm, not a way of life? Again.
Okay, so we are dealing with terminologies. The main word was farming. We moved from farming to agriculture.
Okay.
And today we no more talk about agriculture. We talk about agribusiness.
Okay.
So, the farming was the stage where people just believe you will sow and you will reap. And it's for, survival. And later on, when we get into agriculture, it's not just about the farming, about, bringing fowls together, poultry, fishing, and stuff. They are all included into the agriculture.
Okay.
But right now, we have get to the extent that we talk about agribusiness, the marketing, building links and connections from the field to the industries, and even talking about sustainability, checking the climate, thinking about how to maintain the fertility of the soil, so it has become a whole business.
Okay. So when did you think, at what point did we begin to see it as per se, it's just farm work?
That was what I said in the beginning. Like in the beginning of mankind, farming has always been there, and it has been seen like you just sowing something
and it just
next
germinating.
time it will grow and you will reap and it will serve the whole family. That was where the name farming came from. And there was nothing big apart from feeding one environment or like a family. So when you say farming to somebody, they will see farming as nothing important. Because when you talk about farming, the idea is like you planting something
and it germinating
and you reaping at the end of the day.
I see. All right, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Olympia, what do you have to say with regards to this?
Yeah, I have another point of view of that.
Okay.
I would say for a long time, our grandfather used to farm. That was the way of living. But I think we start seeing that as a bad job for poor people with colonization, with actually this modern school. Because in school, we've been taught, our mindset have been made that you go to school and then you end up with a white-collar job.
Exactly.
So from that on, and that's the prestige everybody want. I want to go to school, have, I don't know, my bachelor, my degree, and end up in
Dubai,
an office. Yeah, exactly.
in a very good office with transparent glasses.
And all those. And that's the mindset we have today. And that's the point. It's from that point that everybody was seeing agriculture as
just
something.
A farm work.
Yeah, just a farm work.
Okay, Mr. Olympio, do you think young people, maybe the reason why, this generation of ours, we don't want to go into farming, should we say it's because we see it as a dirty job?
Yes, it's one of the reasons, yeah.
Okay.
Because we are in a generation where the image is really important, especially today in these in those last years, where we come into social media, this social media life, people are so upset by how they are being seen.
Exactly.
The likes, the image, what people think of them, that they don't want to be dirty. You get it?
Yeah.
Like today, when you go to social media, especially TikTok, everybody want to show himself in a good car, in a suit, in, I don't know,
a fancy environment.
Exactly. So nobody want to be in a dirt, cultivating land and stuff like that.
Mr. Daniel, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what I would say is that it's not that people see agriculture as a dirty job. Let's be, sincere with ourselves. Before you decide to go into an occupation, you have to see who or the people who have done great things in the sector, and that will be a motivation for you. But in this part of our world, if I ask you, do you know any billionaire who have made it through farming? You will hardly mention one person. So it's not about people seeing the thing as a dirty job, but there's no motivation. People don't see anything great in
coming
that sector,
from it.
coming from that sector. Somebody believe maybe with 1,000 likes, 2,000 likes, 100,000 likes, you can be able to make quick money.
Okay.
Instead of spending his whole time on the farm and being unknown by nobody. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mr. Daniel, you are a graduate in the agricultural sector, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Over the years, whilst you've grown, do you think, sincerely from your heart, that this agriculture we speak about can actually reduce the number of unemployment in our world or in West Africa today? Do you see it as a major source of employment for young graduates?
Yeah, I see agriculture as the only hope, for the African youth.
Only hope?
The only hope.
That's big.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what you do, you need to eat. If you don't eat, you cannot do anything. And if you check the history of great countries, their economy started from agriculture. So if you are going to end this unemployment in Africa, we need to look into that sector, because people I talk about something right now. We move from farming, we get to agriculture, and right now we are talking about agribusiness.
Yes.
And if we are talking about agribusiness, it doesn't mean you going and growing the product on the field alone. The marketing aspect, you can own a company which does distribution. There will be job there. People transforming the agricultural produce into end products that people can be consuming, and there's a business in that space. You can get loan from the banks, and through agriculture people can open bank. People will be getting loan, going on the field, making good product, selling the product, and coming back and paying the bank. So a whole empire of business can be built around the agriculture sector. Just that it needs to be regulated and well planned. Yeah.
How about you, Saudi Pure?
Yeah, I truly agree with Daniel, and I would like to add something. If a country, most of people think country can be developed just with minerals like gold, oil, and all those things. But no, because we have a limited stock of those things on the earth. So it will finish one day. But agriculture, when you talk about agriculture, I go back to something he said first. He said, now we should talk about agribusiness.
Yes.
Because when you talk about agriculture, it's not just about cultivating lands. We have like different field
in
agriculture.
Okay.
We can have like the importation of machinery. We can have the business of selling tools, manufacturing of fertilizer, selling them, processing products, transformation. So we have different things, different fields in agriculture. So yeah, if we actually go into that,
it could reduce.
It could really, definitely reduce unemployment.
Okay. Now, do you, how, considering, we, in this our generation, we like things that are very fancy.
Yeah.
And we have to be realistic.
Yeah.
We love fancy things. In fact, we are attracted to beautiful things.
Right.
So, which leads me to my next question. How can we beautify the agricultural world, make it attractive to the younger generations to want to push more into it? What do you think? Is it even possible to beautify agriculture?
It is. Today, like just the last time I was on YouTube or TikTok, I don't know, I saw a woman, I think it's in China. The way they are doing agriculture is so different from what we are doing now.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I don't know the terms, but he was planting the trees in like a tube, a vertical tube.
Okay.
And they are talking about vertical agriculture, like the agriculture that is going up is not on the ground
it's not
anymore.
On the ground.
And actually, the woman was controlling everything with her phone.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so we can, but I think in our country we are not at that level yet.
Yes.
So I don't think the solution is to beautify the agriculture for now, but is to change the mindset of the people.
All right.
Yeah.
Sir. Thank you very much. How about you, Mr. Daniel?
Yeah, we can make agriculture very beautiful, no matter what kind of means you get.
Okay.
And I have a friend who used to call himself the sexy farmer.
Sexy farmer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yeah, the sexy farmer.
Good.
So, the whole thing is like, when we talk about agriculture, our grandfathers, they used to wear like poor gadgets, go on the farm, you see their trousers torn, they suffer, on the sun. So when you are seen from afar, there's nothing interesting. But you can be well dressed and you can farm as well. So there comes in mechanization. You mechanize the whole system. And when you talk about mechanization, people believe it's about just bringing tractors, heavy duty cars and machines on the farm. And as a country, for instance, Togo, you don't have that capability to afford, those kind of things. But mechanization is not about machines. It's making, little change with the available staffs, you got. With cutlass, you can mechanize. Even with cutlass, you can mechanize and you can regulate. All we need is mechanization and regulation, and it will make the sector beautiful. Yeah.
It's well. Now, Mr. Daniel, so if this is the case that, we've made mention of the fact that it could actually help reduce unemployment, and it's a way to, help families out of poverty and all of that. Now, if that's the case, I'm curious as to why government and, institutions, why are they not offering grants to university students and young graduates, to actually aid them so whilst they graduate, they move into the agricultural sectors, regards the fact that they did not study, it is not their major field of study. You could actually you can start from here until you are able to get a job in your dream sector. But if this is the case, if this is the reality, why is there no grants, or why are there not much funding in terms of, the areas of grant for young graduates? I'm curious, please.
It's about leadership. And when we talk about our educative system, we are going according to what the white man left behind.
Yeah.
And when the white man was leaving, anything that will help us develop, they didn't start working in that sector. The sectors that will be helpful to them, they throw light on them. Even like studying geography can be very helpful to agriculture. But what we study in school as geography is not what will be helpful to us. We used to study other continents and stuff. So for instance, if we try to establish an education system, for instance, University of Lomé, where I schooled. The whole school, we have the high school of agronomy. And when you talk about agronomy, that means the agriculture business planning, execution, to marketing. Everything is there. But you can't believe we don't have, any contribution to the national GDP. Normally in some countries, when you go to the high school of agriculture, they have a contribution, a yearly contribution to the national GDP. Like at the end of the year, they said the school were able to produce like maybe 100 tons of rice, 50 tons of maize, and so on. But you get nothing like that. They will just give you the courses. You have to stay indoors, you will memorize, learn, you will pass your paper. But at the end of the day, you don't have this feeling connecting to the soil. So right now you get people at the university, they can write good agriculture project, but they cannot execute. And even our teachers are part of them. They can bring genuine solutions, but they cannot execute them. And I'll share one experience with you.
Yes, please.
When I was in my second year in university, I formed a group and we were able to raise something like 2 million CFA.
Wow.
And we established a poultry farm. The little courses they gave us, we established the whole thing. And when we are going, we went into the sector, we discovered it was different thing from what was, said to us when we were having our courses. I reached out to one of my teachers and like he gave some solutions, sweet in the mouth. But when you try to execute the solution, you will see that no, it's not working on the field. Why? Because we just sit in class, full AC, follow the theory. You don't have connection with the soil in order to find the difficulties and deal with the difficulties. They can give us an example of a big farm in the United States, how their history. I will just memorize and I'll come and throw everything there. But we have a land in Jagbele, for instance. We don't know the composition of the land.
Yes.
You want to do cassava production, you just go and sow cassava without knowing any specific thing about the land. You get the whole thing.
Yes.
So a lot needs to be done. A lot of education needs to be done, and we need to face the reality. But right now, thanks to God, with this little failure I had in the field, I'm able to collect some data, and I know how, for instance, if you want to go into the agriculture sector, how you should go and how you have to do it, and you won't lose money. And the last thing is that the government, they are smart. They know they don't have the knowledge in the agriculture sector. So if they throw money in it, it will be difficult for them
to track it
back. So they will always write things about it, get grants. When the money comes, they will not invest in the sector.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
That's very bad. How about you, Mr. Selom?
Yeah, I'm a son of a politician.
Okay.
So I have different information about that. I've seen the government financing people
in agricultural sector.
Yeah.
The thing is, they finance, but it's just on rare occasions. But then continue, please.
Actually, I don't think it's on rare occasion. We have so many programs in Togo, so many institutions that finance, help, and in that field, in that agriculture sector.
Okay.
But I know a guy. He wrote a project, and he was actually financed by the FIES with 50 million.
50 million?
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what he did?
He had the money.
He went to Canada. And
oh my God.
Yeah, and I know there are people who have done that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know another group of young people. They were like 3 or 4 of them. They wrote a project and they financed them with, I think it's 10 million. They bought a car and start just
lavishing the money.
Exactly. So with those experience, I think
it limits the hands of the government to want to help,
and even the banks. So
okay, some people, but you're saying including the banks. So does that mean some people take loans from banks and not pay back?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
EJ, I totally disagree, with this concept.
That one
and let me explain to you.
Let me finish.
So
Can I finish, please?
Let me hear. Let's hear his argument.
Before you give money
to
somebody in agriculture,
yes, please.
there is supposed to be some checkup. Is the person already in the field?
In the field, is the person genuine?
What is making you invest in? Are you expanding, or is just the person giving a trial? For instance, I can write a nice agricultural project to you and you fell in love with it. But if I'm not into the sector, what is the proof that I can execute on the field? You get the whole thing.
That's a strong argument.
And for instance, we have no structure that people will go through before even they give the fund. It's like, somebody in Fayez, for instance, and the person, want to help you as a junior brother. So when you write the project, they won't check, they will give you the money. And trust me, if somebody will take 10 million, 50 million and travel to Canada and go and be washing dishes and washing bathroom, that means washing bathroom is safer than being on the field. Because if the person is aware of the kind of money that he can generate with 50 million in farming in Africa, it will never come into the person's mind to travel outside.
Yeah.
So if somebody does that, it directly tells you washing dishes outside is safer than being in the farm.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree with you. But what I was saying is not an opinion. It's a fact. It happened.
Yeah.
Actually. That's why I begin by saying that I've been raised in a politician house, so I have a lot of information of things that happen. I've saw the government financing different projects with billions, and most of the people, they didn't actually do what they're supposed to do with the money.
Well, there should be a tracking now.
Exactly. I think that's where
there should be a tracking.
That's where maybe the government was wrong. But at the same time, I'm already a farmer. If the government gave me, I don't know, whatever million, and I decide to leave tomorrow, what can they do? Unless they took away from me my passport, they can't actually do anything. I think the whole problem is the mindsets. We should start by the mindset. We should change the mindset of this coming generation, because my generation I think it's already lost. Yeah. We should start by the mindset. We should let people know from primary school that agriculture is not just a dirty job. It's like the future of our country, of our continent.
Okay.
When you go outside, take 100 people randomly and ask them, what's your dream? I'm sure 99 of them will say, I want to go to Canada or France or Germany now. Even now, people are talking about Russia. Yeah. That's all they have in mind. So nobody want to go there. So if you give them whatever help the government can give them, they will just do whatever they can to live.
From what he's saying, I'm trying to deduce that our educational sector also have a hand in this. They don't encourage the students to, or maybe I think the word is encouraging. You don't encourage them to actually go into the sector. Build their mindset to the fact that this is actually a very good place that if you stay in within 1 or 2 years, you could actually live a very comfortable life.
EJ, I've come to understand that encouragement doesn't come from easy talks. You can get a child say everything, but if you don't build the mechanism around the sector for someone to feel safe. For instance, somebody knows we are calculative. If I'm able to go to Europe in 2 years' time, I can make this quantity of money. That will be the reason why I'm traveling.
Yes.
You get it? If somebody knows if I go into agriculture and I produce 1 acre of maize, for instance, I will be gaining 2 times what I will gain in Europe. Will someone travel to Europe?
No, of course.
We have no mechanism in the system.
I'm sorry to cut you short, but we are almost wrapping up. Would you say that our family or our parents have a hand in, most of us choosing to go into different field of study aside agriculture?
Yeah, our parents.
Because if you come home and you tell your dad that
they are clever enough.
Farming or agriculture as a field of study is a free course. They give you in universities. Let's say you might just come. They'll say you did not. It's not a competitive course at all. So I'm not joking. It's not competition. When they give you ask someone what course did they give you? For those that did not receive or were not given the course they applied for, and they give you maybe agri farming. You come back and you tell them say agri farming. You want to become a farmer.
In which country are you talking about?
It's everywhere.
No. In Togo it's different. let me assure you that before you
we don't even boast about it.
EJ, before you enter into the High School of Agronomy University of Lomé, you need to be a A-class student. And the first year, if you are not able to succeed, they will sack you. Our promotion, we were about 200.
In Nigerians, we're not proud of agri courses.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking.
Then maybe people are not.
Do you know, we literally hide it. You say, what are you studying? I'm an agri student. I say, it's those people. Like the way they look down on you.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing in Togo and the countries. For instance, Ghana, for instance. It's not everybody who can go into.
Well, when your parent asked, maybe your mom asked you what course did you want, did you tell your mom you wanted to be a farmer?
Yeah. I decided to go into that sector. They wanted me to.
After you've grown, Abi?
No. When I finished with my A level, my baccalaureate, I was like.
So maybe they said you should probably study law.
Medicine.
Now you're saying it. No parents would want to agree for his or a child to go into agri farming.
And I understand them. That was what I was saying. Our parents, they need what would be good for us.
Yes.
Your parents know how many people have made it through life with agriculture.
Exactly.
So if your parent wants you to become a farmer, that means he sees something interesting there. You get it?
Yes.
So it's not like they are doing a bad thing. I put all the blame on the system. For instance, if you have a correct system from the primary school, for instance, you can work in farms in school, you get paid. And they see, hey, working in the farm, you can make a lot of money. It won't be like telling somebody to go into the farming. The person knows, once I'm into farming, I can make money. Right now, if you ask somebody, do you want to go to the port of Lomé and work? They will say yes. Why? Because they know
there's
people
money there.
Working there, they get money.
Yeah.
So we can only make the sector interesting by investing wisely and going through the right channels and tracking, the records as well too. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Selom.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, it's unfortunate. We have limited time, guys. So it's rather unfortunate. But then it's fine. From your experience as an agropreneur that you are, what will be your advice to students and fresh graduates in the labor market that are looking for jobs in field that they studied? What would be your advice to them?
I would like to tell them first that there is no job. That's the first thing.
Me.
And that's reality.
Continue. What you just said, he paid me. I'm not going to lie.
Let's be realistic.
Yes.
There is no job. Like right now, there is no job in Togo. So the better.
Let's not just limit it to Togo. Let's be West Africa for.
Even the whole Africa. Even Europe, they are having the same problem. The unemployment rate is getting higher and higher. But where they need people is in the farm. That's actually where the job most of Africans are doing there. So, if they have the opportunity,
they should go into farming.
And farmer is not just about cultivating the land. Like I said before, they have different
many fields.
Yeah, some people can get together and start importing tools, stuff like that. Other people can import fertilizer or make them themselves here and sell. That's still agriculture. Other people can do the transformation of what people actually do. And we have different fields. They should go there.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Selom. How about you?
Okay, so I will advise, two entities, the youth and the government as well.
Okay.
One thing about agribusiness is, production and, selling the final product. And you can advise a youth to go on the field and produce and work on the ground and make, product from there. But at the end of the production...
Who is he selling to?
So there I call on the government. They get the power to secure, potential market. For instance, a potential market for maize, and at the end of your production as a youth, if you don't get any potential market to sell your goods, the government will come in, get your products, and at least the money you invested in the sector, you will get it and you can renew your production. And I think countries like Ghana, they are doing that. They have, they have a board for instance, for cocoa, for instance, they have a board for a palm nut.
That's good.
So, for instance, when you are into palm tree production, at the end of the day, if you see when you go into producing palm oil, it won't be helpful for you. You just go and weigh your palm nut, and per kilo, the government will do what? Pay you. And at least you know what you invested in the sector, you have got it back.
That's good.
Let me tell you this. Togolese are hardworking. I know plenty of people who have invested, not found and invested their personal money into the field of agriculture, but at the end of the day, they didn't get a potential market. The product was ready to sell, but because of potential market, they lose everything. The soil was fertile, the production was good, but when you go into business, it's no more farming. Farming was the time maybe you get 10 kilos, 20 kilos of maize at the end of your production. You can stay home and you'll be eating it little by little. Yes. But if you have 100 tons of maize, can you only stay home and eating 100 tons of maize? No, you need to clear it away. So if government can come in, set a board for each produce, and at the end of the production, the youth know that when I go and farm, government will buy this product for me. That means if I'm able to do a great yield, at the end of the production, my money is going to come to me. I'm not going to lose the money. So this is the two advice. The youth should be courageous, go into the sector, and the government also should prepare available markets for the youth, so that in case at the end of their production they are not able to sell their stuffs, they will jump in, and even assurances they should step into and help the youth to be assured.
And I don't know, I could also want to add to this before we wrap up. There could be a body. I don't know if it's already created. You guys are the ones in the field.
Yeah.
In case maybe I get a farm, and then there should be a website.
Yeah.
Okay, websites should be created for those that have those students or those persons that are stranded in the field.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so once the products are ready, I could probably go online, get something typed, and then see potential buyers for such products that I have.
Nice one.
Is that
nice
also
one? And this is the project I am on right now.
That's
the Nukusime group.
Okay.
It's an web application set to revolutionize the agricultural commerce. So we are the intermediate. We are cutting the diverse intermediaries. Like, for instance, somebody will plant the cassava in the northern region. There will be one connection man buy from the northern region, bring it to the central region.
Yes.
Someone will buy from the central region, man. It will come to the.
So you guys are like the middleman.
So the middleman, there are too much middlemen. So at the end of the day, the cassava you are supposed to buy at a low cost
to be high.
It will be high. So right now we are building a website that will connect producers to consumers.
That's good.
So that means if you're a consumer and you get on the platform, you get in contact with the main producer in the northern region, and we will connect you people, and you can easily
exactly. The person can even tell you the amount that he or she wants to buy.
Nice.
You just make the plans, and once it's ready, you call the customer directly.
So right now we have registered the business already, and we are building the website. So once the website is ready, maybe we can go through.
That's good.
If you allow me, I would like to
please.
add something. Actually, I know you have an application that is already doing that, but I can't remember the name.
Okay.
I have an advice for the government.
Yes, please.
Is like we need more success stories in agriculture field.
It
You
will
remember?
really motivate.
I don't know. It was like 5 years or 6 years ago. She's still in Awaga.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know him.
A trader.
Okay.
He was on all TVs and all media, like the young billionaire in Togo.
Really?
He was 19, and when they talk about that guy, when all media show him, a lot of young people went into that sector, trading.
Wow.
But unfortunately,
they were scammed.
It was scammed.
They were scammed.
Yeah. So we need an agriculture Dangote in Togo.
Yeah.
And people will be like, whoa.
People will be motivated to push him.
I can become a millionaire or even a billionaire with agriculture. But if we don't know anybody who become a billionaire with agriculture, so the government have to make that sector attractive.
Thank you very much, Mr. Selom, as well as Mr. Daniel. Thank you guys very much. It's very amazing having you people here. I believe this episode would reach out to some of us that are curious, especially most of us, the young graduates that would want to go into fields like this. It's been an impactful session. Thank you very much for coming. Now, we've come to the end of today's show. I would want to add before we close, just be patient. Just the same way you plant. It's a season thing. Unlike some get-rich-quick kind of scheme that is out there, agriculture is for people that are actually very patient. If you're not patient, you go die. No cap. I'm not even joking with you right now. I kid you not. So if you want to go into agriculture, you have to, first of all, build your mind to be a very patient person. Because if you plant it, within 6 months, the first batch germinates. You want to plant again, you wait for another 6 months. So let's say in a year, I think 2 harvests in a year, Abi?
Yeah. It depends on the culture.
It depends on what you're planting.
Yeah.
So you have to build your mind to be very patient. Okay, it's not a dirty job. You could hire people to work in the field. You could actually get tractors to do the job for you if you have the money. And then inclusive, if you don't want to get your hands dirty, for most of us that would want to call it kind of like, a very good job or a business, you could get machines that process this final produce like maize, turn it into pandos and swallow. You could process it well, add preservatives to it, give it a name, and then send it to the market. These are all produce from the field. It necessarily does not entail you being in the field. So we've come to the end of today's show. I still bring your girl EJ. Until we come your way next week, stay blessed, stay safe. Plenty love from me to you. Bye bye.